Hey guys, what's up? It's Ethan here, back with another video. So I'd like to give you a little bit of background to what this video is. So I was sitting on my couch, and I was watching my old video. kind of a bad thing to do, just a little bit. So I was watching my old video, and I realized as I was watching through it that I was being a little bit narcissistic, just a little bit narcissistic. I said, for example, I'm a special kid with special ideas. And I just wanted to say, to clarify, that I am the most average, I am the average human being. Because I can't be the most average, because that would be narcissistic. PC culture, it's frightening. Because I am 90 years old, apparently. When did that happen? Yes, I'm the most average human being. Check out my beautiful skin tone. Isn't it wonderful? Aren't I so white? I don't even know what the sun looks like anymore. Do you know? Type in the comments, what does the sun look like? So all of this got me thinking, what is 21st century narcissism? And is it different from 19th century narcissism or 18th century? I didn't do any research because that's scary. Research is scary. So instead, I'm giving you my opinion on 21st century narcissism. I'd like to start with the outlet of social media. And I'd like to start with something that might seem a little bit off topic. I was watching a video on city building, of all things. Just because it had an interesting thumbnail, you know. Check out my thumbnails, yay, effort. I was watching a video on city planning, and the video said that every building's rooftops should be around about the same height, and the only buildings that are a bit taller are those buildings that have some cultural importance, such as hospitals, government buildings, schools, things that we as a society can rally around and say, yes, this is what I want our society to be. It's all about education or health or I don't know. And I suppose you could kind of relate that back to social media. You could say, this model of city building is kind of the utopia for social media, You got the average boys and girls who are cataloging every aspect of their lives, their food, their sunsets, their oceans, whatever pretty picture, whatever pretty filter they want. And then you got the influential people at, rising to the top of they're like the cream at the top of the rest, whatever that's called. You got them on the featured page, I don't know. Your feed, your main feed. You got the world leaders and influential speakers at the top, because that's what society wants to be. They want to be those influential, those very politically influential or, socially influential people, instead of those narcissistic, the sea of narcissism that is most of social media. But instead, unfortunately, it is the latter, or more, the exact opposite of that, where the cream is the narcissistic boys and girls who will, I don't want to say too much, but they'll document every part of their lives. And unfortunately, the people who are most influential, those extraordinary people, are on the same level. And that kind of irks me, because it shouldn't be that way, I don't think. It's not good for, it's not good, honestly, to have the self-narcissism float to the top. But I'm getting ahead of myself. There's another side to this story. There's another side. And that is the side of the futurists. Or, something else like that. They say, it's the future. Accept it. We're living in the future. Come on, you gotta accept it. You gotta accept the narcissism that's modern day narcissism. You gotta accept the social media craze. You gotta accept it. You gotta relish in the moment. You gotta be happy to be alive in this moment. Yeah, I hope it gave you a fun thing. Hopefully this wasn't too cringy. I am low on energy, and it probably came off as a different thing. Bye.